Hey, it's Marlon here, and this is step number 4, millionaire mindset. Woo-wee! Listen, people have been sharing their feedback. They are enjoying this series. Because, number 1, we talked about money mindset. Number 2, we talked about being grateful. Number 3, we talked about what? Past lessons. And number 4, what? 4, millionaire mindset. Listen, I am excited because I'm really clear that for some individuals, you can't just say, wow, okay, it was a luck of opportunities and, oh, what family they were born in. Okay. We can use that. Yeah, those are some factors. But really, when you think about it, millionaires, those that are financially free, they are different than those that are just barely making it. And for me, I am very clear because what you focus on becomes your reality. Now, I got to be honest with you. There was a time my dad was very conservative. He didn't wear his wealth. He didn't drive his wealth. He was conservative. And I learned from my dad. I really am very grateful to have the dad that I have, because one of the things I'm very clear about is, he put his family first. And that's something that I do as well. I learned that from my dad. My dad, wasn't a flashy guy. He, would brown bag his lunch. That means he'd make his lunch the night before and take it to work. So when some of his colleagues were going out to eat at restaurants, he wasn't. He basically said, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead. I can save more money. And why? Because he wanted to take family trips. He wanted to bless my mom and my brothers and I to go on family trips. So he made some sacrifices, on a daily basis, Monday through Friday when he was at work, to say, I want to be able to afford where I don't go into debt, but I want to be able to have the cash, the money, so we can, be a blessing and have the family experience family trips. Why am I sharing that with you? Millionaire mindset, right? Millionaire mindset. One of the things that I think right now with social media, people are so caught up in comparisons. Who's getting the most likes? Oh, look at this person. They did this, they did that. Wow. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want you to understand, to thyself be true. It doesn't matter what's happening on the outside. What truly matters is what's happening on the inside. And I think millionaire mindset, you have that consciousness wow, I don't need to keep up with the Joneses. Have you ever heard that? People are keeping up with the Joneses. Who are the Joneses? Can we be real? But in all seriousness, it's about, am I trying to impress others? Does that elevate me? Because people say, oh, look at you, you got this, you got that, and then I feel better? Whoa, that's very empty. That's very empty if you think about it. And it wasn't until I read a book, The Millionaire Next Door, and it was amazing. This researcher really studied who are real millionaires. What do they do? What are their habits? And one of the things, and we'll be talking about this, they delay gratification. They live below their means. And they understand the power of cash. And let me just talk about that. Delayed gratification, right? Sometimes so many people are just so caught up oh, I got to buy this, I got to buy that. And then they have buyer's remorse when that credit card bill comes. Are you with me? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's real. It's real. But the beautiful thing about millionaires is that, I'm talking about real millionaires, and that's what this book really talked about, is that real wealth, people live below their means. I'm going to say that again. For real wealth, people live below their means. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. It's not about, driving the fancy car, living in a big house. The real millionaires live below their means. And you may want to get this book, Millionaire Next Door. And the reason why is because I'm saying, when you really study, true wealth, they look at delayed gratification. They understand the power of cash. They understand the power of creating financial freedom for their family, not just for their children, but for generations to come. And that's really what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share just a little tidbit of the Millionaire Next Door from the standpoint of living below your means, right? Living below your means, right? I think so many times people get so stressed out trying to keep up with the Joneses that, it's like just this hamster wheel, right? They're just, just moving over and over, not really making any progress, but just moving. And the key is for you to think long term, for you to say, okay, all right, if I could have all that I want to have, what would that look like? Just having more money and buying this and buying that, is that real happiness? Or is it really more about creating a legacy? Is it really more about making a difference for others? See, that to me, millionaire mindset, it's a mindset that's saying, you know what, I'm already wealthy. You got to believe first. You got to believe. And then as you believe, then you say, okay, you know what, I'm doing it. I'm special. I'm here. I'm alive. I was born on purpose. That's what we want to talk about. When you think about a millionaire mindset, it's just saying to yourself, you know what? Yeah, I got this. And we all have those thoughts. We all have, those negative thoughts, those thoughts where, oh, you're not that good. Oh, you can't do it, right? But again, one of the things I do is I read the Bible and scriptures. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Just saying that, booyah, it gets me excited. So I encourage you, I invite you to go ahead and be transformed by the renewing of your mind. What am I saying? I'm saying for you each and every day, wake up in the morning and look yourself in the eyes, in the mirror. And you may do the mirror exercise. What is that? The mirror exercise. The mirror exercise is where you look yourself in the mirror and you give yourself some positive recognition. That's powerful. I learned this in the book called Power of Believing. One of my fraternity brothers gave me the book and it transformed my life. You see, when I was in school, I studied electrical engineering. I could break a computer down, I could put it back together. Back in the day, I actually knew 7 different programming languages. I worked at IBM, worked at Hewlett Packard. But do you understand the greatest computer on the face of this earth is not IBM, it's not Sun, it's not DEC, it's not Apple, it's not HP. The greatest computer is where? What? Your brain, your mind, your thoughts. But check this out. It's all in what you program the computer to do. If only garbage comes into your computer as the input, only garbage can come out. That's real talk. And so again, millionaire mindset. Every day, look yourself in the mirror. When you brush your teeth in the morning and at night, when you brush your teeth, look yourself in the mirror and give yourself some positive recognition, right? Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm grateful for who I am. Yes, I know I am someone special. That's what you want to be focusing on, because words are powerful. In the Bible, it says death and life are in the power of the tongue. That's in Proverbs. And the reason why I share that, and I always thought, why is death come before life? Because I think in this world that we live in, it's so easy to be negative. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. So the question to you is, what are you speaking? Speak life. The millionaire mindset is really about you being transformed by the renewing of your mind and having that abundance mentality, right? Having that abundance mentality where you say to yourself, okay, I'm alive, I'm ready, let's do this. And so live with that millionaire mindset, because you are a millionaire. Your heart, you don't even, every day, think about it, your heart is beating. There's blood going through your body every day. Be grateful. You don't even think about breathing. You're breathing every single day. Did you know the muscles around your eyes are the strongest muscles in your body? Think about your brain. No computer can match your brain. The creativity, the innovation. Celebrate what you have. Celebrate who you are. And remember, someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. You be your own person and you love life. That's what it's all about. Make a positive difference in this world, because there's greatness within you. Stay blessed.